The top 3 most rare and valuable Lincoln pennies that could be hiding in your collection worth thousands to even over $100,000. We're talking about the ultra-rare 1969 Double Die, the legendary 1972 Double Die, and the elusive 1992 Close AM variety. These aren't just coins, they're life-changing jackpots if you find one in the wild. What if I told you that a 1992 Lincoln penny, yes, the one you might think is worthless, could be the key to your next fortune? There's a rare version of this everyday coin that collectors would fight tooth and nail for, and some have paid mind-blowing amounts for just one of. Because hidden among the billions are just a few ultra-rare varieties, and we're about to uncover them. The Holy Grail, 1992 Close AM penny. Now, let's talk about the star of this story, the 1992 Close AM penny. Normally, the reverse of a 1992 penny has the words United States of America and E Pluribus Unum spaced around the Lincoln Memorial. Below the building, you'll see the word America. On regular 1992 pennies, the A and M in America are clearly spaced apart. This is called the wide AM. But in the rare 1992 Close AM error, the A and M are so close, they nearly touch. Why it's so rare? A minting error explained. This type of variety is called a transitional design error. This accident makes them incredibly desirable to collectors. Every time one shows up, it sparks auctions, headlines, and huge price tags. Real-life sales, value of the 1992 Close AM penny. Let's get into the jaw-dropping numbers. In 2012, a 199 Close AM penny in MS60 for red condition sold for a whopping $20,700 at Heritage Auctions. In 2019, a 1992 P Close AM penny, graded MS67 red by PCGS, fetched over $25,000. A higher grade, well-preserved 1992 Close AM could easily exceed $30,000, and if one ever appears in a perfect MS69 or MS70 condition, it might crack 6 figures or even cross the $1 million mark. Think about it, a penny worth $1 million just because of a tiny space between 2 letters. How to identify the 1992 Close AM penny? Now here's where you come in. Check your change jar, your drawer, your old coin rolls, because the 1992 Close AM penny could be sitting right under your nose. Flip the coin and look at the word America. On regular 1992 pennies, the A and M have a gap. On rare Close AMs, the A and M are almost touching. Also check the FG initials for engraver Frank Gasparo. On the Close AM, they're further from the building. Mint mark. This variety exists for both 1992 no mint mark and 199 D. Other rare 1992 penny errors, besides the Close AM, other 1992 penny varieties have caught collector interest. Doubled Die Obverse DDO. Some 1992 pennies show like doubling on. While not as rare as the Close AM, some DDO examples in high grade have sold for hundreds to over $1,000. Off-center strikes. These minting errors are always popular. A 1992 penny struck 10 to 20% off-center, especially showing a full date, can bring $50 to $300 plus. Clipped planchette or broadstruck errors, coins with missing metal or wrong shape due to mechanical malfunction, can also command big collector value. Tools and tips to spot these rarities. Want to become a penny detective? Here's what you need. We're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable coins in American history, the 1972 Lincoln penny. You don't want to miss a single second of this video, because by the end, you'll know exactly what to look for. And you might just become the next big discovery story in the coin collecting world. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more hidden coin treasures, and let's reveal the shocking secrets of the 1972 penny. The history of the 1972 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent has been around since 1909, replacing the Indian head cent to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. But by 1972, a seemingly ordinary year in U.S. mint history, a major error would change the course of numismatics forever. In Philadelphia, something extraordinary happened. A mechanical mistake at the U.S. Mint caused a small number of coins to be struck twice, creating one of the most dramatic double die coins in American history. These aren't minor flaws, they're so clear. Even non-collectors can spot them with the naked eye. What is a double die error? A double die is a type of mint error where the die, the metal stamp used to strike the coin itself, was engraved with a doubled image. When coins are struck with this faulty die, every coin it touches carries the error. In 1972, this happened on a massive scale, but only one specific double die variety is considered the holy grail for collectors. And yes, it can fetch up to 6 figures at auction. Good G for $100 to $200. Very fine VF20 $400 to $600. Extremely fine EF40 $800 to $1,000 to $100. Mint State MS60 to MS63 $1,500 to $4,000. Gembu Red MS65 Red $6,000 to $18,000. Top graded MS66 MS67 Red $25,000 to $45,000 plus. Auction record MS67 Red $126,500 Heritage Auctions. That's right, $126,500 for a single penny. Part 4. Other rare 1970 to penny varieties -6 o'clock. While the FS101 is the king of 1970 to double dies, other lesser-known varieties also exist. These aren't as valuable, but still worth far more than face value. 190 to penny auction highlights. Let's look at some real auction sales of rare 1972 pennies. 1972 FS101 DDO MS67 Red, $126,500, sold by Heritage Auctions in 2008, one of the finest known examples. 1972 FS101 DDO MS66 Red, $28,200. Brilliant color, near perfect strike, 1972 S-proof double die, for $1,000, only a handful known. Circulated FS101 VF35E $850. Even well-worn coins can bring big money. Why the 1972 penny is still rising in value? Why are people paying so much for this coin? Popularity of Lincoln cents, high visual impact of the doubling. Strong demand among collectors, rarity in higher grades. Historical significance of minting errors. Many experts believe the value of high-grade 1970 to DDO pennies will continue to rise, especially as more collectors and investors enter the rare coin market. Imagine finding a penny in your old coin jar that's worth not just a few dollars. One of the most elusive and valuable pennies in American history, the 1969 Doubled Die Obverse Lincoln penny, has shocked the coin world with auction prices that have skyrocketed into the six-figure range. History of the 1969 Lincoln penny. The 1969 Lincoln penny was struck at the San Francisco Mint, which primarily produced proof coins, but also minted circulation coins during certain years, including 1969. This penny features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner. Introduced in 1909 for the Lincoln Cents 100th anniversary. What is a double die? Or to understand the magnitude of this coin, it helps to know what a double die is. When dies are manufactured, they are struck more than once by the hubbing press to imprint the coin's design. If the die shifts slightly between strikes, it creates a doubling effect on the die itself. Every coin struck by that die will show those duplicated features, particularly visible on the date and lettering. The 1969 double die is one of the most severe and easily noticeable double dies in U.S. history, no microscope needed. Value of the 1969 double die penny. The value of a 1969 double die penny depends on its condition, grade, and market demand. But even in circulated condition, it can bring in tens of thousands of dollars. Here are real auction results. MS6 for red $126,500 Heritage Auctions. MS63 red $88,125 Stax Bowers, 055 $47,150 Heritage Auctions. XF for $535,000 to $150 Heritage Auctions. VF 3020 for $1,000 Heritage Auctions. F15 $13,000 Private Sale. Top grade value. An MS66 RD red specimen could potentially exceed $500,000, and some estimates suggest that an uncirculated near-perfect piece could command over $1 million. How rare is the 1969 double die? This isn't just a rare coin, it's ultra-rare. Known population. Only about 40 to 50 examples are confirmed to exist today, though a few more may remain undiscovered in circulation or collections. When first discovered in the early 1970s, the Secret Service mistakenly believed the coin was counterfeit due to the extreme doubling, and even confiscated some specimens, further reducing the surviving population. Why it's so valuable? 3 big reasons. Extreme doubling. It's one of the boldest double die varieties ever minted. Tiny population. Fewer than 50 known, ultra scarce. Famous backstory, confiscated by the U.S. government, adding mystique. Final thoughts, for Lincoln penny collectors and error coin enthusiasts. The 1969 double die obverse is a holy grail. It's not just a coin, it's a legend. It represents the perfect storm of rarity, mistake, beauty, and historical mystery. So the next time you find a 1969 penny in your drawer, Stop. Grab a magnifying glass. Because that humble copper coin could be the ticket to your dreams, and maybe even your first $1 million.